She for me good, she passion over. I got a spot with a limited cash. I got a thought with a limited ass. No love for the ops.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Janae, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you guys some tips, tricks, and my personal advice on how to make the cheer team, any cheer team. If you cheered in high school, I'm letting you know now that it's pretty similar to college. So yeah. So if you guys have never cheered before, I'm gonna just let you guys know basically what cheer consists of. First things first, you have to have clean motions.
Time for a celebration. When we say tiger, you say nation. Tiger.
They're looking for pretty jumps, and when we say pretty, we don't mean like ears all the way behind your ears. Like, if you have that, that's wonderful. They love to see that, but they're just looking for like straight legs, pointed toes, and you know, just pretty jumps.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Obviously, they're looking for if you could execute cheers well. There will be stunting involved, and when it comes to dancing, they want to see if you can keep up. They want to see rhythm, and yeah. If you want to be a cheerleader, you have to be a pretty decent like people person. You have to be willing to talk to people, you know, engage with the crowd without being like looking for great facials. So more than just a smile. I know there are some people who can only smile. Facials can be in cheers and dances. I know for cheering it's kind of hard to just like do more than smile, but like, you know, like do a little wink.
Go like a.
For dancing it's pretty easy. You can do more like a wink. In volume, we want people who voices carry. I know like some people just don't have loud voices because they don't yell from their diaphragm. They're yelling from their throat, and that's how you lose your voice quickly. So before you decide whether or not you want to cheer or not, I'm gonna let you guys know this from the top. Grades are definitely important. You need to have a good record before you try out, and you need to maintain a good GPA while you're on the cheer team, or you will get kicked off or put on probation, and you probably won't be able to cheer next year. If school is a struggle and you feel like you won't be able to balance the good grades and be a really good athlete, it probably won't work out the best for you. Make sure that cheer is what you really want to do. I always say don't take that opportunity away from somebody else, because there may be other girls who don't have the cleanest technique. They are always a beat behind, but you can tell that they really want to be there. They really want to get better, but they don't get that opportunity because usually when you're trying out for a team, they have a certain amount of numbers that they want. And I know for my school, what we do is we kind of put in order from highest score to lowest score. So she has 12 girls this year. So the top 12 scores make varsity, and then everybody else makes JV or freshman. So yeah. So don't take that opportunity away from somebody if you know that cheer isn't what you really want to do. Like if your mom just making you do it. If you're in high school, your mom should not be making you do something. But I don't know. Everybody's family different. Also, the coaches are looking for someone who is workable and has great potential to be better. Make sure you're getting into cheer for the right reasons. Cheer is not all about popularity. I know some schools do have it where popularity is fake to me. I don't care. Like, yeah, you can be well known, but nobody's gonna be like you know how they be portrayed on movies. I even seen that at some schools they hate cheerleaders. My school, I don't consider us popular. The administrative staff, they love us, but so if you think that joining cheer is just gonna get you popularity, you're gonna get into games for free, you're gonna yeah, like, don't do it, because we don't need that kind of energy on the team. Look up the team's requirements to make each team, but don't limit yourself, because like I said before, they base it off the highest scores. And for my school, I'm going off my own experience. For the school that I just graduated from, tumbling isn't required, but tumbling definitely helps. So what we do is tumbling's on the score sheet. Tumbling's not required, but it's on the score sheet, and it goes up by skill. So if you have a cartwheel, that's like 2 points. If you have a back handspring, that's 4 points. If you have a tuck or higher, that's 6 points. So yeah, tumbling definitely helps your score, and you want a higher score, but don't limit yourself. Don't say, oh, I'm not gonna make this team because I don't have this. But like I said, I'm going off my own experience, because I do know that I have a cousin who cheers for a different school in my city, and JV has a back handspring, varsity has a tuck. So that's why I said to look up your team's requirements, because every school is different. Every school has their own requirements, and you just have to know what you're getting yourself into. I suggest you need to know that you want to cheer months in advance. So let's say you went to all the pep rallies, you went to some of the games, and you like how your team performs, you like their style of cheer, and you decide, hey, I want to cheer with them. Prepare yourself months in advance. I always suggest to take tumbling classes or go to tryout prep classes, because it gives you a slight upper hand on a competition, and it just sharpens you up. Let's say you haven't cheered in about 5 years and you want to try it again. This will get you back in shape and ready to cheer, you know? This is completely optional. I know that everybody can't afford to go and do all these fancy classes. Like, I definitely can't afford it, but I can't now. I'm trying now to prepare me for college cheer. If you want it bad enough, you'll go after it and get it. So if you guys can't afford all those fancy classes, the next best thing is always YouTube. I don't want to say next best thing, because even if you do go to these classes, you can always just go on YouTube, watch back handspring tutorials, watch back walkover tutorials. I'm actually going to make those videos pretty soon, so don't let me forget. I think I'm going to record the back walkover tutorial this week, so don't let me forget. Just watch jump technique, watch basic motions. I like to think that motions are the most important part of cheerleading. You can argue if you want. If you have sloppy motions, you're not a cheerleader. I don't care. Basic motions are the foundation of cheer. So if I teach you anything, I'm teaching you now. High V, very important. Right punch, left punch. These are opposite arms, but it's real close to your ear. And a T is basically everything. You do T when you do a toe touch. You do T when you work on your kicks. You do a T when you stretch. Like, those are just the like basic motions and touchdowns. Make sure your wrists are like this. Okay, you do this in your jumps. When you do your right hurlers, your arms come up here. Those are like basic motions that you need to know. And of course, you'll learn the rest when you go to clinics and stuff like that. But just make sure you know like terminology and everything. One more thing to look up on YouTube is the proper stretching, because there have been a lot of girls that I see that are stretching and like their ankles hit the ground, or like they can barely touch, like they think that they're touching their toes until you fix them and they really can't touch their toes. So that's what I'm saying. Make sure that you get the proper stretching technique, because this will help you in with your jumps and everything. Like, just stretch properly. Another good way to prep yourself for cheerleading is to talk to previous or current members on the team. This way you can get like a little inside scoop on what the team is all about. I always say talk to more than one person, because everybody has different opinions about the coach and whatnot. See what it's like, and even ask them tips on what they think that you could do better to be on the team. This one is a little off the wall, but I just feel like you guys should know this. Your hair is going to be pulled up a lot, so if you are my skin tone and you like to get your weaves and stuff done, make sure that they can go up in a ponytail if you're good at ponytails. I do know that some schools do have their hair like this, like half up, half down when they're performing. So this style is pretty easy to do when you have like a closure or anything like that. So just make sure that whatever hairstyle you get, it can go into a ponytail, because nobody wants to see your tracks, honey. Recently, like at my school, we did have to all wear eyelashes, because we did have certain girls who felt they just could not live without their lashes. So we did have to wear lashes, so we all looked uniform and together. So be prepared to wear some kind of makeup to make yourself look presentable. Not that you don't look presentable. Like, I don't have any makeup on right now, and I have no problem going out on the field with my bow in my hair, looking cute, my natural face. But I did have to wear lashes, and sometimes I even did my eyebrows if I felt like my lashes were too thick and it made my face look bald. Make sure you get a good habit of stretching and toning up your body. I know not okay, so for high school your body type does not matter, but in college they do want to see what your body looks like to see if you can fit into a uniform and this, that, and the third. You can be a big girl and cheer in college. I'm not saying you can't do that. So when preparing for tryouts, make sure that you're working out, doing them sit-ups, doing them push-ups, you know, toning your legs up and stretching really well, because those are all very important. Cheerleading is just not about being flexible, it's about being strong too. So go ahead and run some laps. Understand that cheer will definitely take up a lot of your schedule, between 3 to 4 practices a week and a game once a week. And if you do decide to take extra classes, cheer will take up a lot of your time. Understand that everything you do in cheer will not be easy. There may be some days, bro, you just stretch one day, doing jumps, a couple stunts, a couple cheers, and you go home. But there might also be days where you're working out all day, you can't breathe, stuff gets hard, but don't quit, okay? Just know that everything you're doing is to make yourself better. So flyers usually weigh from 90 pounds to like 120, 125. So if you're in that weight range, you might be a flyer. Flyers also range from height, like 4'11" to like 5'5", depending on how tall your team is. So you never know, you might be a flyer, so I always suggest you work on balance and flexibility. And if you know that you're not that tall and you're pretty strong, then you're probably gonna be a base, and they usually use taller girls for back spots. Hey guys, so we're almost done. A lot of that was just mostly preparing you to be a part of the cheer team. So now let's talk about the whole tryout process. So make sure you have all your documents signed. Make sure you get to know the coach. Like, introduce yourself. Tell her about yourself. If you have experience, tell her about your experience. If you don't have experience, let her know how excited you are about trying out, just to get on her radar. Let her know that you're here and that you want to be on the team. It's not kissing up, okay? It's just letting yourself be known, letting your presence known. Like, I'm here, I want to be on this team, notice me. So yeah, make sure you're attending all clinics and meetings. This is where like the coach talks to you or your parent about what she expects, how everything's gonna go. Clinics teach you like basic motion. I know that I told you to look up YouTube videos and stuff, but just help you stand out. If they're teaching you all this stuff and you like, oh, I remember that, I can do that. Like, that's not hard. I can do that. And this just like shows, like, if you're an inexperienced and you come in there knowing all the motions, coach is like, okay, she's a fast learner. Even if you're not a fast learner, she don't have to know that, okay? She'll find out after you make the team that you're not a fast learner. So usually for tryouts, they teach everyone the same routine and they base it off that. Who does this routine better? Who fits well as a group? Tryouts are usually not individual. They're usually like 3 at a time, 4 at a time. Unless you're doing virtual tryouts, but it's still kind of the same. You learn the exact same routine and you show her, and they pick who fits best for this team, who did the motions the best, okay? It's a competition. It's a competition. So while you're learning the material and all that, ask your coach questions. If you don't understand it, ask a teammate. Just don't be afraid to ask questions, because if you didn't ask that question, then you'll be lost, and then you're taking time away from moving on and progressing by worrying about that one thing that you're unsure about. So ask questions. It's okay. We all understand everything will not hit perfect. If I saw somebody mess up, I would ask questions for them, because I saw like, okay, they're not getting it, then they're not confident enough to ask for help. I'm going to ask coach, now was that a right punch or a right half high V? Because I'm not sure. Even though if I did know what the motion was, and I didn't really want to single out the girl. I let the coach tell everybody what it is, so there wouldn't be confusion on that part. Now, like I said before, everything isn't gonna be easy. Some things might be hard, but please do not give up. I was so heartbroken when I actually taught the routine for the incoming for tryouts this year, and this one girl quit, said it was too hard, and I felt so bad because it really wasn't that hard, because I didn't want her to give up, because if she would have just worked a little bit harder, she would have understood it and got it. So don't give up. Just go home, practice in the mirror. Nothing is ever too hard. It just takes time. Also, take criticism well. This is very important. I know girls who don't take criticism well. Like, you tell them that's not the right motion and they roll their eyes, look away. Oh, okay. Like, just take it well. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. Like, just take criticism well, take corrections well, criticism and correction. And this one thing that we tried to do, it didn't really work. I always try to compliment someone before I tell them what they did wrong, so it won't feel like I'm singling them out. The coaches love to see leaders, so if they see you reaching out like, hey, it's like this, it's not like that, let's work together, do you need help? Like, just reaching out. The coaches love to see leadership, so take that leadership role. If coach asks who wants to call this cheer, be the first one to raise your hand, even if you don't even know what the cheer is, because it just shows like, hey, I'm ready. When you are doing your tryouts, don't let your mistakes show. When you're doing a virtual tryout, it's a little easier because if you mess up, you can just stop the video. Okay, y'all, so I was interrupted, so I know the lighting is different and it's kind of annoying me, but I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the video. I'm almost done, y'all, I promise. Said, don't show your mistakes, keep a smile on your face, stay looking confident. Even if you're not confident, look the part for sure. For virtual tryouts, it's pretty easy because you can just stop the video and start over. But if you are trying out in person, it's very important that you keep that same composure. Like, feeling somebody's negative energy is real. Like, it's real. So try to stay positive, keep that same energy, and if you just practice really well, you should be able to pull off the routine. Be vocal and energetic. So be loud, yell from your diaphragm, not your throat, and like pop those motions. Look like you want to be there. Look excited. Look like you're just like you just great. But just look excited, like you want to be there, and show the judges and the coach that you're ready. I just want to take the time to talk about how like an in-person tryout would usually go, because for virtual tryouts, the coach usually tells you exactly what they want to see and how they want it to be sent. So I can't really like tell you. I can tell you from my experience. So for virtual tryouts, from my personal experience, they wanted to see a cheer, chant, jump, a cheer, chant, and dance, and in that order, and I just did it. And that was it. Send the video in. They want little to no editing, so just like do it. So for your in-person tryouts, you're gonna walk in at a certain time, practice, work on your tumbling, your jumps, and all that. Stretch real good, work on every little routine, and then they're gonna give you a number, and you're gonna go in with your group, your set group. You're gonna go in, spirit in, do your tumbling in, all of that. You're gonna do your jumps. 2, 3, jump. We did 2 best jumps. So we did a toe touch and your favorite jump. Clean. You're gonna do your chant by yourself, and then after that, you wait for the other girls, and the other girls come in, and you guys do the dance and the cheer together. And yeah, next person goes in, and that's pretty much it. Then you wait at the end for the results, and that is the fun parts. So yeah, my biggest issue with like girls trying out for cheer is when they first come in, they're so excited, they love cheer. I don't know what happens after summer break, but it seemed like all the girls just like lose their passion and joy for cheer. It's like, it's just weird. But yeah, I hope all of you guys enjoy cheer. I hope you guys make the cheer team. I hope this video helped in any way. I really tried. I feel like my first video was better, even though it was a little more chaotic. But I'm gonna leave that link in the description box. It pretty much is the same thing, but if you want to watch that video, you guys can. I made that video like a whole year ago. But yeah, I hope you guys all make the cheer team. Even if you don't make the cheer team, that is perfectly fine, because you can learn from your mistakes. Everything that you did wrong, you have a whole year to improve that. You actually might end up better than the girls who made the team before you. So I'm just saying. It's true. It's true. I can admit that there are girls who are better than me. And yeah, like that's just how cheer goes. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos of me. Follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all at Your Pink Pillow. And leave a red heart down below if you guys enjoyed it. That's how I'll know if you watched the whole video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.